Hello, everybody. Welcome back to WWTF. We want to Fast the Game Show on MikeC.
And I'm Fred Y.
Man, happy Halloween for one first. You know what I'm saying? I may look a little different. Please forgive me, it's Halloween. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. So today we're talking about Gotham Knights. Why not Cape people on Halloween? You know what I'm saying?
Now, you can get this on PlayStation, Xbox, and also always, of course, on the PC and on the, let me hold it up to them so they know I ain't playing around here. On the Steam Deck that we have yet to review.
Awesome.
So I got to get this over to you, Mike.
Fantastic, man. That's it. Man. What is it, a Game Gear?
Oh, man, it can do a lot of stuff.
A lot of stuff.
Now, we talk about Gotham Knight. Told y'all where y'all can catch it at. And before we start talking about it, as always, we want to give it a number of facts. Now, to be perfectly honest with you, I did not play a lot of this game, so take my review. I'm not going to rate it. I'm going to let Mike rate it because I think he has played more than I have. So I'm going to let him rate it, and I'm going to just give you my opinion on the game. But, Mike, what did you rate this as?
Actually, man, Gotham, man, I know you guys seen a lot of reviews and stuff, man, but I'm giving it a 4 out of 5, brother.
A 4 out of 5?
4 out of 5, man.
Oh, well, the graphic didn't pop up. I guess we're having issues again with this. Well, he gave it a 4 out of 5. So, this has happened when we do live, y'all. So, Mike, 4 out of 5 you gave this game.
I did. Why? Is that
yeah.
what you asked?
Oh, yeah.
I thought you was going to add a little bit of more stuff on it. 4 out of 5 you gave this game. Why, Mike? Actually, you know, because I was a little torn. At first, I was going to give it a 3, right? But then I'm up there looking at it and playing it, man. And it's a very interesting game. A lot of people want to compare it to I know all the other Batmans. That's what we do as people. We compare it to other games beforehand. But this is not the same universe as the Arkham Knight series. So you gotta get that in your mindset when you go into this game. It's a whole different type of play style. Granted, it's familiarity because you see Batman and you see his sidekicks and stuff. Then you try to group all that stuff together. You're going to this game like this is a new game experience, okay? So basically, it's a slow burn. It starts out slow, just getting you used to the combat, so forth and so on, the movement and stuff like that. Granted, this is not running at 60 frames per second. This is only running at 30 frames per second, okay? So the combat is a little slow, but what you have in this game, man, is tons and tons of stuff to do, man. You're paying $70-something for these games nowadays, man, and you should get game time with it, man. You can blast through, you can blast through the story missions and stuff like that, but it's a lot of stuff. You want to build up your character, make them stronger, open up new skill sets and stuff like that. For the first hour and a half, shoot, almost 2 to 3 hours or whatever, man, you're trying to build up your skill set and everything. Then you what opens up this game is the elementals attacks that you could do with these characters and stuff, right? And as well as the dialogue. So each character has their own little separate story mission themselves. Then they have the overall story as well too. So you get to learn about each character individually, which you can switch you can't switch it on the fly, but you can go back to the Belfry, which is their headquarters, and switch these characters around and go play as different stuff. The game does offer. You got to do some reading. You got to do some. This game doesn't put everything out there, but granted, they highlight on certain stuff. But you go through the training, you learn the combat, the moves and stuff like that. The game does a great job of doing that, showing you how to do the combats and stuff like that. You gotta pay attention, man, with these games. They're not just saying, "Here you go, you do this." You gotta read it, and then you gotta do the training and stuff like that. As well too, the costumes and stuff. They open up a whole lot of stuff. I wish I would have learned this beforehand. So when you get costumes and stuff, you can change the color and everything of it. But you should see about crafting those costumes because later on you get attachments that you can use on these costumes to boost up the stats and stuff like that, which open up the elemental effects as well as the transmog. This is stuff that you learn by doing this stuff. So transmog is how you can change the actual color of the statues or your main stuff that you unlock. As far as you can be that strong character with this costume, but it'd be the real nice costume instead of overlapping the other costume that you currently selected. So it's a lot of stuff into this game, man. Story mission is good. great introduction at the beginning when it first comes on, man. It tells you what happens, man. You see what happens, man. I really enjoyed seeing that cinematic at the beginning. It's a nice long cinematic. It lets you know, hey, this really happened. You know what I'm saying? So just playing the game, man. Just open up different abilities and possibilities that you can play. Switches between the characters, man. The bat cycle, whatever. Bat cycle ain't all that fast or whatever, but I did like running over cars. You know what I'm saying? So you can do wheelies over cars and run over that stuff. But opening up your knighthood, I think it's called your knighthood effects. So you get different type of ways to transfer around the world or whatever. So you could do like the Batwoman got to her glide. Robin has like a little Nightwing glider. Red Hood has the little Phantom Step, as well as Robin has I think the cheesiest of it all, he has like the little teleport type of stuff. But what I did, I unlocked the fast travel type of thing where you get into like if you remember the Arkham series, how Batman would get in the Batwing and everything, and then you could just shoot a certain plot, and then the Batwing will throw you down there and then open up and you'll fall out and stuff like that. So this does have some of that. So some of the elements from the Batman series is carried over, but remember, you're going into this as a new experience. So that's what I had to get in my mind. I couldn't compare it to what I played before. This is its own thing. You know what I'm saying? And when you try to review stuff like that, I think a lot of people tend to like, hey, it's not exactly like the same. It's not, because it's not the same game. You know what I'm saying? So you got to go into that mindset. Is this game good? Yes, it's good. It's interesting. It's fun. It's a lot of stuff you can do. Ain't no quickly running through this game or whatever. Play it, enjoy it. You can unlock the costumes. You get a lot of backstory, comic book pages, so forth and so on. You can get a lot of stuff in there. Change the costumes, change the effects, change the elemental stuff. It's a lot of stuff that you could do in this game. Correct?
Now, again, I really didn't play a lot to give an honest review, but this is what I experienced. Now, when I said that you can get it on PlayStation and Xbox, something that really disappointed me was I couldn't find nowhere in the settings. Now, I played it on Xbox and I played it on PlayStation, and I couldn't find nowhere in the settings to boost the frame rate of it. Now, this is only, and now correct me if I'm wrong, Mike, this is only on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S, correct?
Okay. So a lot of people are saying, because yes, it's only on those three. A lot of people are saying because of the hardware constraints of the S, basically that prevented them from going up to 60 frames per second, saying that they would lose a lot of what they wanted in the world if they went up to 60 frames per second in this game. And even like I think on PC, you can't even boost it up to 60 frames per second. So I don't know about that too much, but far as on those particular consoles, that's why they just said 30 frames per second, because of the hardware constraints of the Xbox Series X. I think I said that right. Yeah.
So this is very disappointing, because the reason why we got these next gen systems is to get better frame rate and better graphics. Another thing that I noticed too, from the cinematic to the gameplay, it looked like some of the graphic dipped down a little bit.
Yeah, there are some dips. Yeah.
I have yet to see the game other than like some of the Naughty Dog games like Uncharted and The Last of Us. I have yet to see a game that you can't tell that it transitioned from cinematics to gameplay. And that's something that we have been begging for since the days of the Xbox 360. So 30 frames, this is unacceptable. Even though it has a long range of gameplay, because you can go through 4 different stories, and hopefully they'll unlock more characters. I'm not that familiar. Sorry, y'all. I'm not that familiar with the DC universe, so I don't know if there was more vigilantes that's in this game, like the Titans and stuff like that. I don't know if there will be people that are unlockable in this game. But to cap it off at 30 frames per second, that's really disheartening. And it scaled back only because of the Xbox. I highly doubt that. I highly doubt they had to scale it back because of the Xbox Series S. Okay, I understand that the capabilities aren't as strong enough, but if you're saying, and whoever has this out on PC, please put in the comments if you did get it on PC. If it's capped at 30 frames per second on the PC, then don't blame it on the Xbox, because there are plenty of games that have came out that has been capped to 30 FPS on the home consoles, and then not capped, like you get 60 and 120 frames on the PC. So that they can't blame the Xbox on that one. This is something all on them, and I think they canceled this game before it was supposed to come out at one point, and then they canceled it. Like it was on the eve of coming out, and they was like, "Hold up, we got some stuff we got to work on."
They had to push it back here. I think it was a lot of time as far as the crunch as well too. Because remember at first it was supposed to come out for everything. Remember, as far as the PC, but they didn't want that. They probably tested it, then they saw what it looked like on the regular PlayStation 4 and on the regular Xbox, and like, nah, this is unacceptable. We can't get this game out in the state. You seen what happened to Cyberpunk, so
right.
Maybe go ahead.
Now I do appreciate them for doing that, but still, we're talking about the P5 and the Xbox Series X. That should have been solved.
Yeah. I agree with you on that. I do agree with you on that.
That should have been way soft. They could have made a patch. Now I'm not a game developer, but I'm quite sure that it wouldn't be that hard to create a patch, because if you're building a game for two different operating systems, you can build it for two different generations of systems. You can have one capped at 30, and then you can have one that's not capped. So that is unacceptable. Like I said, from the cinematic to the gameplay, I did notice a real dramatic dip in how the characters look. For me, it was fun to the point where it was just button smashing, because honestly, I got through my gameplay, which I didn't play a lot, by just pressing like two buttons, one button to jump or dodge, and then one button to actually attack. And I think the reason why I stopped really playing it was because you had to do a lot to do a multiplayer. I think you had asked me before we start recording, did you want to go into a little bit of multiplayer? And I couldn't. Was it on this one, or was it on the other game that we're going to be talking about?
Call.
Yeah.
And I asked you on both of them actually.
Oh, well, yeah. I didn't do enough to unlock the ability to play with others on that one, and it definitely requires an internet connection for those of you all that don't have internet or have slow internet, you're going to be downloading this patch for a while.
It's got no couch co-op. No couch co-op.
Yeah, that also sucked too. So I mean, it's a pretty good game. I don't know how long the story is, but between the 4 characters that you can play, I'm quite sure that you'll have a lot of fun playing this game. My only gripe about it is just the frame rate, and some of the graphics, the graphics on it, and it just remind me of if you played Spider-Man, or if you played the other Batman Gotham games. It's much similar to that. They have super abilities to jump from one enemy that's 12 feet from them to the next, and if you hit the button at the right time, you can dodge the hits and stuff like that. So I mean, other than that, I don't want to crap on the game too much, because I think it's a pretty decent game. It's just that the frame rate is the one that kind of turned me off about this game, and then not being able to instantly get into a multiplayer gameplay if you didn't go that far in the story. So like I said, I'm not going to rate it. It's a good game in my opinion. It's just some little bit of gripes that I have about continuing with this game, but that's about it, Mike.
All right, Fred, let's go ahead and give a final verdict for myself then, I guess.
All right, final verdict. Mike.
You got it?
Yeah. And man, this live stuff, man. There we go. All right, so Mike, Gotham.
Right.
Knights. Mm-hmm. Is it a Battle Pass?
Or rent?
Or rent. Which one you want to do with this one?
Actually, I would say rent it to try it, so you can just see what the gameplay is like, and then you could just go from there. You know, so different people have different opinions about games and stuff like that. I enjoyed it. The story was good. So, hey, for me, it's a buy.
Yeah. Um. Yeah, I'm not even gonna say, man,
I know you're not going to say.
because I couldn't give it a review,
Right.
number of facts. But we're gonna go off of Mike and
There you
rent
go.
it. So if y'all can find a Blockbuster out there and they got this copy, you know what I'm saying? Go
Hey,
ahead.
hey, look, look, I think they still got GameFly around here.
Do they?
I think so. I think I saw something for GameFly or something. Someplace still rent some games, man.
Or the red box, and they still
I don't
who
know.
still has the DVD?
Look, I don't even remember Redbox. I'm not seeing those like I used to see them before either. Remember those?
Yeah,
Red, yeah, they disappearing.
yeah.
Everything's streaming, brother.
There's not that many of them. I can tell you that. And every time I go to one, I always see at least one person go up to them, and I'd be like, "Damn, you still got a DVD at home? you still got a DVD player at home? Come on, man." Well, I don't know.
All right, anything else other than the God of War? The God of War raffle is coming up. Well, shoot, it's like right around the corner, like literally.
Yeah.
So $5 get you a chance to get your God of War on PlayStation 5 or either PlayStation 4. Just $5, man. You can see about having a chance to win. So
and that does come out next week, y'all. So give us a minute to play it, to review it. And also, it's that time of year where you guess the score, win the prize. Now, we're going to be giving away, because we're not sports fans here at the Gamer Show, so I don't want to have to keep collecting these Maddens and all this other stuff and then having them sit just idle in my game room. So what we're doing, we're giving away Madden on either on the PlayStation or the Xbox. You can get it, the Madden, you can get 2K, you can get the NHL 23, you can get the Tiger Woods Golf. What else? I'm forgetting. I think the baseball. It's a couple of sport games that we're going to be playing. I'm going to take a whole Saturday. I'm going to simulate all the games. Y'all just guess the score. You win a prize. If you guess the score right, you let me know if you want the Xbox copy or you want the PlayStation copy, and we will mail that out to you just like the God of War. Any of these prizes that you win, you must pay for your own shipping. If you're going to gripe about $5 or $3 for shipping and you're getting a $60 game, well, I don't know what to tell you, man. And this is not a hoax, man. I mean, how many games have Rack Attack won off of us?
50. 50. He got a whole catalog. Look, and the thing about it is, a lot of people think we be Josh and bullcrapping and stuff, man. But you enter in these contacts and people win, bro. Timmy been entering most of them, so he it's just the luck of the draw far as him. Man, it's real. He can attest to that. And the many of the other cats, Stanton, I know he won something. Countless others have won something as well too. So I mean, like, all you gotta do is participate to win, man. You know what I'm saying?
I remember one when we was giving away Mario Odyssey.
Mm-hmm.
We was giving away 2 copies of Mario Odyssey, and that's when Ty was at the house. So we did the episode there, and Ty he helped us with the episode. Was you there?
Yeah, I was there. Mm-hmm.
And Ty won his copy while he was helping us out because he participated in the raffle. And I think his wife was so mad. She said, "Why'd you give him that game? I was gonna give it to him for his birthday or something like that."
Yeah.
There's nothing I can do. What, you want me to take it back and give it to somebody else? So yeah, man. We do give away games, man, and we're not even sponsored by these big corporations and stuff like that, bro. So, that's all I can say.
That's all you can say.
Yeah.
Just participate, man. Tell people about us, man. Subscribe. Get the word out, man. So we give you this great content and many more great things coming the way in the future, bro.
All right.
All right. So like always, you guys can hit us up at the Gamer Show at gmail.com. That's the Gamer Show with an A. Don't forget to head over to Facebook store page to find lower prices. Don't forget to hit us up on vTime. Don't forget to subscribe, become a Gamers Club member. And don't forget to hit that bell and be notified when we drop videos like these. Tell people about the Gamer Show, $5 contest. Man, participate, chance to win, help the show out.
And please remember to like and subscribe to all our social media networks. Join our Steam, not the Steam OS community. But look, just subscribe, and we'll see you next time on WWTF.
Want the facts?
The Gamer Show.
So keep watching as always. Thanks for tuning in. Happy Halloween, you guys.
Later, y'all.